Friend is like, what the fuck? I never seen this bullshit in my life, bruh. Placebro. Hello, everybody. Fontaine Marathon is continuing with no breaks. Gotta get to Natlan. Chapter 4, Act 2. That's where we're headed. So, we just completed the trial, learned about some Lini's backstory, and some sussy things going on with the people of Fontaine and their prophecy. Now we gotta go to Hotel de Bourg and eat some good ass food with Navia, who kinda saved our ass in the last trial, so we kinda owe it to her. You got it, cool. How she knew that lady was in the fucking box, I don't know.
I came here several times with my father when I was little, but stopped eating here as often after growing up.
What? This place looks bougie, bro.
In a while. In that case, I'll go order for us first.
What you got? What's your recommendation, bro? Oh, susume wa, bitch.
Ooh,
that's a lot of fucking food, holy shit.
So good. Why, of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
The fuck, bro? That's like a fucking double triple bossy deluxe on a raft, 4x4 animal style, extra shingles with a shimmy and a squeeze with light axle grease and made it cry. Burn it and he let it swim, bro. That's insane. Don't ask me why I know that shit by heart. Anyway, that shit look delicious, although a little dry maybe.
And if it's not? Well, then I'll still bring everyone. Albeit with only one dish per table.
She's like, I'm rich, but I ain't got money to cash out. Throw away like that.
Sure have your own way of doing things. Oh, we called this a farewell meal, but we could also treat it like a victory feast, right? We did just win that case after all.
It was a pleasure working with you. Was it? Yeah, it was. I gotta eat some nice macarons.
Very true. In that case, boss, we'll have another 2 dishes.
Another 2 dishes, please.
I didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
Ah, she living that bougie life, bro. She said, I'm built for this. I got money out the wazoo.
Do you think that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances will get caught soon now that this has all happened?
I freaking better hope so. That dude's a menace, dude.
We've certainly taken a big step forward, but I feel that's about it. We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women.
Weird.
If it hadn't happened right in front of us, Paimon wouldn't have ever believed that a person could be dissolved like that.
For real.
Right?
No, for real.
This was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
But I've seen it with my own eyes.
If only that guy could have finished speaking! In such
Damn
investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off.
So close, man.
To be
so
honest,
close.
I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
Yeah, they're useless. They're useless,
It's not
guys.
that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a different perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective, which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exist.
They're like vigilantes or some
Those
shit?
highfalutin folk are not all-knowing. That's why we exist. To seep into the cracks where filth falls through, where their watch fails them.
That's noble.
Seems Paimon thought things were simpler than they actually are.
It never is, Paimon. It never is.
It's all right. Well, this was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further interest in this business, right? Let's talk about something
I'm a little
else.
interested.
Like, what are your future plans?
We wanted to ask Miss Hydro Archon, Miss Narcissist, for some information, but we haven't had much opportunity to do so.
True.
Sad.
We didn't have a chance
Sad.
to speak to her after the trial ended. I see. So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to have a chat with the Hydro Archon.
That is
I've heard
true.
that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady Furina. I suspect you'll be waiting for quite a while, considering that you missed your chance today.
Yeah, and she doesn't really fucking like me, so I embarrassed her ass, bro. We both did.
We've heard that she's super popular here in Fontaine. Well, would you consider some more, unique ways?
What the fuck?
Perhaps even methods of, let's say, questionable legality?
What the fuck, bro? What are you implying I do?
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Well,
She
one
is
way
one
would be to
sussy ass
infiltrate a
motherfucker.
performance troupe at the Opera House, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance.
That'd
I'm
be
sure Lady
hilarious.
Furina would be eager to see the ending, and would agree in order to finish watching the play. Don't you think?
Just coerce her, bro.
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
Maybe.
All right, here's another. Find a way to conceal yourselves under her bed. Then
Dude, what
wake
the
her
fuck?
up in the dead of night
Hey,
and demand
yo.
answers.
What?
Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions.
Then we're gonna be put on the fucking legal justice system, bro. I don't trust you, Navia,
I
you
can
weirdo.
personally testify that this one works.
Huh?
When I'm sleepy, I'll do anything as long as I can finally get some sleep.
You crazy, girl. You crazy as
That
fuck.
might work, but that's not really the problem.
Ah, valid point. I overlooked that part. I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire for sleep.
How can you overlook something like that, bro? You crazy ass bitch.
All right, no more joking around. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense.
Would someone with her personality really feel shame? You know, she kind of into herself.
Give it a try after this meal.
Huh?
Why the hell not?
Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
You stole my shit, bro? I'm gonna slap the shit out of you.
Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention in the cup.
No, it's fine.
She's like, no, you keep it. You know what?
Honestly,
You keep it, you
Paimon wouldn't
motherfucker.
recommend Fanta anyway. It tastes kind of salty and icky.
My drink also tastes that way. Oh no, we're being set up.
Is that so?
Our shit is tampered with.
Well, in that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fanta here then.
Clearly not Fanta, bro. Fanta, I'd be like, ooh, look, that shit fucking delicious.
If we're all finished eating, then I'll go pay.
Yeah, we're stuffed. Thanks for the treat, Navia.
How much fucking money do you have, bro? Then again, I'm not one to talk, bro. You seen my Mora, dude? My Mora kinda stacked, not gonna lie. What's going on here? I sense a cutscene. Never mind. Yeah, it is a cutscene.
Full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
You know, you could try walking. Burn that calories, bro.
Normal.
Bro.
Okay. As for expenses this month, we're left with...
Oh no, she's broke. Don't tell me she's a broke ass bitch.
Hey, Navia, what are you doing over there?
Oh, she just living the high life. She don't got the high life money.
Nothing. It was just a meal, you know? Nothing the Spina di Rosula can't cover.
Paimon, you mother... Don't you know to be courteous, bro? Oh,
Let's get
Paimon.
ready to try to meet the Hydro Archon again.
So this is goodbye, huh?
She's like, yeah.
Well, if you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always welcome to contact the Spina di Rosula. I'll give your requests the highest priority.
She's like, I gave them all my fucking money and they still not willing to come stay with me and investigate. God damn it. Sorry, girl. I'll at least give the courteous to help you out a bit.
In any
Our
case,
paths will
I wish
cross
you smooth
again.
sailing.
See ya!
See ya. Wouldn't want to be a broke ass bitch. Act 2 start as light rain falls without reason. Get it? Because reason and justice, bro? That's my guess. Time to fast travel. Miss Furina. Furina. Look at that damn opera house. It is pretty grand looking, I'm not gonna lie. Is she gonna be on her break here?
There aren't many people around anymore.
Vacher.
Vacher. She's back.
Looks like we're back here again. Huh?
Am I Vacher?
Traveler? Are you hearing voices again?
I could be Vacher.
Ugh. That's kinda spooky.
Vacher. Vacher.
Bro, I gotta be tripping balls, bro.
Hey, why are you still walking towards it? There might be something nasty in the water.
I can feel strong emotions.
Hang on. Paimon can kinda hear a voice.
You too?
It's calling for Vacher, right?
What the fuck?
Traveler? Stop walking! Come on, wake up!
Uh-oh. Where the fuck is this fountain taking me, bro? Who the hell is Vacher? Oh, hello. Oh, it's the Oceanid. Hello. Where is this?
Vacher. Are you my dear Vacher?
I'm sorry to tell you, I'm not no Vacher.
Wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vacher?
Your love.
Do you know where my love is?
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Wait. Who am I?
Who the fuck is this
My
sussy ass
memories feel
Little
like they
Mermaid
have
ass
been
creature?
washed away like a flood.
Oh, that's
How much have I
sad.
lost? How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were a human,
Yes,
my guy?
That is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
Are you like Furina's little
I do
bro?
not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely remember being covered in light blue water,
Oh shit.
and then all grew dim.
Could you be one of the girls who were dissolved? Oh, that'd be dark as hell.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter
Shit.
where I went,
And that's why you're dead.
Vacher would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
Sad, sad.
We can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
So you need me to find him.
No.
I'll find him.
Our reunion no longer has any meaning.
What are you talking
The thought
about?
of me gives him no succor.
Suck.
So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters.
Suck. No, I mean, you're obviously heartbroken.
Tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
I believe it will be hard for him to forget you.
Perhaps that is
I mean,
so,
you're not unrequited.
as I was submerged in the
Your
waters,
mutual love, man.
losing consciousness. I saw Vacher above the surface.
Where the fuck is that guy, bro?
His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
So Vacher saw you get dissolved.
Is
That's
that what you
kind of
call
fucking
it?
fucked up, man.
Dissolving. If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Maybe in the final act of Fontaine, everyone's gonna fucking become an Oceanid, bro, because of the fucking flood.
It
Perhaps.
was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
It seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of the consciousness still
I
remains.
think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Damn, you can hear that loud ass
Farewell,
bitch
then.
too?
I am glad that you were able to sense my presence.
Okay, Miss Miss Oceanid. I believe you're a miss. Oh my god. Oh shit. What's going on? We're dying? Oh my god, we're under attack? Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, this shit went to 0 to 100 real fucking fast. What? The mechaniques are fighting? Yo, what's going on here? Navia, oh, okay. Oh, she's a fucking Claymore user, right? Oh, she's kinda badass. I see you, girl. Oh, shit.
Look out!
Silver. Oh my god. Yo, is this a robot revolution? Yo, Oceanid.
It's a whole army of Gardamex.
Gardamex. Mech guards. My assumption. Clorinde. The fuck?
Brand?
You betrayed us? Oh no, she ready to cook, bro. She ready to kill this fucking army. Oh, she got a badass as hell. Woo! Is she killing them? Or is she with us?
Now's our chance!
Come on, together now. Oh, she don't need any of that shit. Oh, let's go anime boss fight. Oh. Woo! What? She's so fucking cool, man. Oh, and she dual wields, right? Holy hell. Bro, 1v everyone. I can already see the cutscene title. Clorinde versus everybody. 1 million views. 1 gazillion views. Oh, they kinda... Look at that shit. That was kinda badass as hell. Oh, she about to knock out. Yo, how was your fight with Child, bro? Like, can you explain yourself, bro? What's going on?
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorinde. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
Yeah, Miss Badass.
I followed you.
Oh.
It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
You have a history
I
or
believe
something?
that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Oh. You're not wrong about
Mr.
that.
Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust.
Oh?
He would do the same, were he alive today.
Mr. Callus, you're taken?
Do not speak of my father.
Well, that's awkward. My bad.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Okay, relax. We're not gonna talk about your
Thank you
father.
for your aid, Miss Clorinde, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech.
Sorry, I did not consider your feelings.
Whatever.
Whatever.
What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
I doubt I know much more than you. But I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful. Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
You have a performance tonight? Oh no, you're talking about the fucking thing we just did. Of course.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked it's taken them this long to act against me.
Honestly, I'm very surprised at how important Navia is to the overall story so far. And also that she's more humble than I thought. Since she's like Ojo-sama vibes, I thought she'd totally be into herself, but that's more furina. So I kind of like her more than I thought I would.
And
anyway.
What about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are
Illegal.
not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
Illegal.
I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means, deploying them as a private force of sorts.
And why would they do
Your
that?
point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful, and do not act rashly.
Alright,
I will
then.
continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. Regardless,
Her father seems like an
thank you
honorable
for your
man.
help today, Clorinde. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
As does anyone.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Tell me about Child, bro. I still have his fucking vision. Yo, Traveler's still suffering his fucking migraine over
Right.
there.
I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorinde was being sincere with you.
I know, she's...
She's what now? What just happened? Yeah, Traveler, you had like a 5-minute migraine.
Goodness! Paimon thought we were done for! Those Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and
Ooh.
and there was that champion duelist named Clorinde who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Just ignore her, bro. Smile and wave at Paimon. Thanks for the rescue, Navia.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast.
She's like, I'll be working with you until we fucking die at this
As
point.
such,
We're blood
We're
type.
still partners. There's no need to thank me.
Says, bro, I did not say we
It
were
will
partners.
take
But okay.
50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
Wow, so magnanimous. She's so charitable, but kind of forceful.
If it were
Nah,
me,
not too forceful.
I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
Is that so?
All right, you two. That's enough.
They stop buttering me up
Actually,
now.
Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
Well,
You
to be
did.
honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
How the hell did she do that?
Really? Paimon contributed somehow?
Yes.
Good for you.
All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
Oh,
How did that help?
your gluttony saved
After
us.
we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
Oh.
That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and icky.
Do you mean that? I thought it tasted strange as well, but I couldn't be so sure. It was
Fanta
spiked, bro.
only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty?
That's
The
disgusting.
color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
Can you imagine drinking like a fucking, I don't know, pink lemonade and this shit is sour? Wait, that makes no fucking sense. It's supposed to be sour. What I mean to say is, and then the shit is salty. This fucking lemonade is salty, bro. That's gotta be red flags immediately. I don't know what you guys were on. I mean, you guys are onto something now that you fucking brought it up. But still, the fact that that was an immediate red flag is crazy.
So the Fanta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
No way.
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me,
Holy
Spina
shit.
di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Holy shit. Someone's out to fucking kill you, man.
Huh. Really?
Fortunately for Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine. Otherwise, we would have
I
fucking
sent
died.
people to Hotel de Boer to investigate.
Who the
That's
fuck
when
is
I
pulling all
figured
this
out
shit?
that you might be in danger, and her.
But why would they go after us too?
Well,
That's fucked up.
you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of which, Did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
I don't think
It
so.
can't be a coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. He said that he heard that voice calling for Vacher again.
But that happened even before I drank that shit.
Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
Well, according to Lynette, nerds, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean
Allegedly.
the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
I guess.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
And I also gained some intel. Hear this shit.
While you were out
Who the
cold?
fuck is that? Go away, go away.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
I'm doing an important story quest. Well, the voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. That's
Oh.
actually very important.
That is important.
Yeah, and then Vacher saw them crumble and die.
Vacher. That name doesn't ring a bell. Since he saw
Ring a
that
bell.
young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
Either he was threatened or he took part. That evil bastard. Let's try searching for
Yes,
him.
thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
No, I was gonna leave it to your own devices after you almost got assassinated.
Well, you did say
Even though
that
you
our
treated
farewell
us.
meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
I guess so.
Besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you,
Oh,
Traveler?
not at all. Bro, they're gonna
Demoiselle,
regret
do
messing with
try
us.
not to look quite so pleased.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we? We also
it.
have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Do I trust this man? I don't know. The stronghold, huh? Where would that be? On the other side of town. This is why fast travel exists. Who the fuck is trying to poison this charitable, magnanimous lady over here? Oh, this is our base, huh? Right next to them, Ad Asher Adam Sosk. That's not him.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've
No
been keeping
way.
watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Thank God.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I
Definitely.
shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Let's
Thank you,
do it.
Moose. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Let's do this. Go to the accommodations
Quit following
Navia arranged. Quit following me. Fuck you, bro. We're in the fucking sewers? That's nasty, brother. Holy hell. And then Scaramouche almost fucking died. Seems we're like the underground railway system, bro. I did not know we were gonna be ending up going into the sewers, man. And there's a whole ass commute in here, bro. How bad does it stink in here? That is my one and only question. Who does stink? I know that shit gotta stink. Okay. Is that fucking Child? That's not Child, it's just another ginger. Wow, how dare you, bro. Just cause he's ginger, bro? Come on, bro. Alright, let's do this. I wanna take a bath in that sewage water, baby. Is this where the fucking Olympiad swam through? Just kidding.
This is your base?
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the
Thank you.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
Yeah, we live like sewer
After
rats.
all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Ooh,
Seems like
lovely.
it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle,
Brother
if
died.
you'll allow me to explain.
And
Yes, please.
I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever. My father's
Tell me
name
about
is
your father.
Callus.
Callus.
Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
I ain't ever heard that
3
name.
years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend.
Oh shit.
But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
Oh shit.
He died in the duelist's ring.
Damn, Clorinde killed her fucking father?
But
That's why she
I
doesn't
do
like
not
Clorinde.
believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up.
Bro, We'll clear out your father's name, bro. I swear to God.
At the time,
It's the least we could do for
believed
you.
that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Shit.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
Crazy.
How could
He left his daughter
protect his
behind.
honor if he's dead?
For his honor.
If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself.
Any
The
clues?
closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
This fucking serial disappearance case is fucking affecting everyone in this story. Like, what?
Ah, so that's why
Who's
you're
the
so
person
determined
behind
to
this?
Get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records.
Don't tell me your father's name was Vacher.
However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something.
Gotta
I
be.
must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If
I get
only
that.
he'd been more open with me when he was still alive.
Poor Navia, bro.
He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
What the hell? This girl don't know anything about her backstory. Poor thing. She's being hid from everything. Also, I love how she has such grandiose clothing. Grandiose? Lavish clothing. As opposed to everyone else in this sewage. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Sneeze complete.
And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
No, she got papa issues. Dada issues. We're quite
Demoiselle,
alike in that regard.
please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone. There are none whom I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master
he was
Callus
highly
did so
liked.
much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
The things, man, the things that you do one bad thing and then
Even our supporters decreased greatly
Your
due
reputation
to that
dead, bro.
incident, hence our strained finances at present.
it's fucked up, bro. That's why they probably say you guys probably fell from grace or
Wait.
something.
If Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
You say? Are you saying my father wasn't a good man?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama.
True.
It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. People
Guess
love
so.
watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
It's like what the fucking Green Goblin said. The villain, whatever. The hero. The things you give them as a hero. But they love seeing a villain fall and die. I'm saying that for quote completely wrong. Don't quote me.
But the one thing they love more than a hero is to see a hero fail, fall, die trying.
They love to see a hero fall and die trying. Some shit like that.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth.
There is
True.
one
Time to
other
solve another
thing.
person's problem.
Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Ms. Clorinde.
She's a murderer.
Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
No wonder the mood was a little strange.
Yeah.
I mean, I would be
That's not the sort of
She's
thing
your
that
father's
you can
killer,
just
man.
let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorinde has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
Respect his honor.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't
Understandably.
worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward,
is
Ms.
true.
Clorinde told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Nah, that makes sense. So he wanted to die.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me?
Crazy. Vinland Saga ass story. Just kidding.
Alright, anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
Thank you for the Navia lore and trauma dumping. Just kidding. I willingly listened to the trauma. Thank you. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah.
Definitely, bro.
I want speech.
Please, relax and get some sleep.
Crazy. And the people are still coming after you. Well, I like how we're in our little base of operations. Isn't it pretty cool? A peaceful night passes. You are not a cat, bro.
Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
They're all on
I
patrol?
sent them back to Poisson.
Poisson.
It's Pina de Rosula's
Poisson,
place of
Poisson.
origin, and where we have our headquarters.
Bro, shifted to the
There's
left. a
not
little.
much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back.
They
But
are
never
are
mind that.
attached to the
When
hip,
did
bro.
you get back?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vacher.
Oh yeah, I need to know about this.
So you didn't sleep at all?
God damn it, get some sleep, girl.
How could I after having such critical new evidence appear?
I guess that's
Guess
true.
Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone just now, huh?
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence.
What the
It
fuck?
doesn't seem to have a match anywhere. I suspect
Nah.
that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope.
Oh.
One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to.
What is it? The High Court?
And that is the archives kept by
Oh.
Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Don't tell me
A
Neuvillette
place
is
where
Vacher.
detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of the
Oceanid?
young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
That's how you pronounce it? I've been saying it wrong for 4 years. What the fuck? You can't tell me that's not ocean, bro. Oceanid, bro. It's in the name, man.
So
Please.
Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
He's like, do you know the name Vacher, bro? And he's like, I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Aren't you coming along, Navia?
She's like, I don't want to see that man.
No, it's nothing.
She does not want to see that man Neuvillette, bro. Probably something to do with her father. Like, oh, you know, he was complicit in my father's decision to be in a duel and get
Palais is
himself
right
killed.
up ahead. Come on.
Go to the Chief Justice office. This is like going to like the Supreme Court Justice's fucking office, bro. And he was complicit in your father's murder. Let me just walk right in. Oh. Grand carpet out for him. This bro just gonna be chilling.
Halt! Please state your business here. The
Hey.
Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Sit in.
This place does look pretty heavily guarded.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Right?
Huh?
It's you. I remember
Who
you.
are you? Just to be clear,
I think.
I don't care who you are or who you might be related to.
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Oh, testing.
Paimon can tell.
Test the
If
waters.
you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't
Yeah.
you remember us from a few days ago?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I remember.
I remember you with the
I read about it
Masusi.
in
The
Steamboat.
Monstussy.
You must be Linny's attorneys.
We're here today
Uh-huh.
to report and archive some information on a follow-up case.
Yeah, we have official business here.
Is that even a thing?
Bruh, you work here.
Course. Don't worry. We're here on official business.
All right then, I'll let you through.
Hey, let's go.
Thanks so much.
Chief Justice, tell me about Vacher. I ain't here for anything else, bro. Do you may know a thing or two? Open up before I bust this fucking
Please
door
come
open.
in.
Oh, thank you. Well, official matters my ass. You're the only one in this room. Nice room you got here, buddy. And he has a big ass typewriter too.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only lied to get in because
Heh.
we didn't know any other way.
You didn't need to be that straight up, girl.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
He's very lenient.
So you're not mad at us?
Yeah, I'm surprised at
We're
that.
looking for a man called Vacher. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah,
Yes.
I see. In that case, please
Never
wait
mind.
here a moment while I browse through the files.
He's definitely not Vacher. He would have maybe had a reaction, unless he has an excellent poker face. I'm not wearing a poker face. It's my nature. You're walking so slowly, bro.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to talk to?
Yeah, he doesn't have a stick up his ass, even though it kind of looks like he would. Oh, see, look at that face. He's like, oh, unfortunately, I can't find anything. Did his eyes change for a second? Or am I fucking bullshitting?
Unfortunately,
there's nobody called
I'm
Vacher.
quite certain that no one by the name of Vacher has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
God fucking damn it.
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
You can check your memory. Okay. We're back to square one.
Trevor,
Shit.
what if it was really just a dream?
It came to me in a vision, trust me, bro. I mean, technically, my only fucking evidence is trust me,
Is
bro.
that so? All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
She don't want to stay here longer than she has to.
Ahem.
I got something to say about your father, bro. Imagine. I wonder why he did that. Why you clear your throat for? Excuse me.
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel.
Oh, he's offering his sympathy.
Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
Damn.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette?
I'm sorry I didn't do nothing.
Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
Damn.
No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words.
Ooh.
You only said those things because you felt like you should.
You calling him out? I mean, I'm sure he's not heartless.
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead.
Girl, you should have told me this. We didn't have to meet up with him. I could have went by myself.
In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
I could tell the Neuvillette fan peoples, the fangirls, the fanboys, they probably hate Navia for saying this. Like, what? How dare you vilify him? He was just doing his job. You don't know his cold backstory. I don't know it either, but to me, I can't blame her.
If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel?
She be crying her eyes out, bro. It's all coming back. Why we gotta bring all this trauma back to her?
Why
God
didn't
damn
you
it.
give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die? Despised and hated by all.
Shit. Oh,
Everything
poor thing.
was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything.
Travis, like, there is a lot to unpack here. There is a lot to unpack here.
There
Like,
are
what the
still
hell?
so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
Shit. Oh, he looked at her for like 2 seconds, bro.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh
We
well.
gotta keep it all to himself.
In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Damn. Shows up, tries to help, lashes out, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Understandable, have a nice day. He's like, why didn't you
Navia,
tell me?
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you now?
Rain.
Oh my god, it's a terrible day
You're
for
right.
rain.
Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building?
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Rain is a symbol for something, man.
Did you think of something?
Your father's case, was he outside when it happened? Did he dissolve or some shit?
He was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
Damn, there was something you didn't know at the time.
Wait. You don't mean...
The fact that people can be turned into water. That's
So
true.
You're saying the true murderer could have been turned into water?
That's just
and
crazy.
Then got washed away with the rain?
The fact that can now be used in like so many current and past cases, bro. How many crimes could be committed because of that? That's insane. Goes against all logic, which is the thing about Fontaine: logic and evidence. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool that they mix legality and laws and shit and rules and principalities towards these mystical, fantastical elements. Kind of makes it more interesting to see what weighs heavily and what weighs more when trying to find out the truth and shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
Oh, that's fucked.
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. All right, let's go to Poisson.
Well, I mean,
with this new lead in mind,
I mean,
we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Uh-oh. Will this affect my decision? You can go first.
Right.
I'll join you later.
Then I'll wait for you at Poisson.
Because I think I gotta pause right here and record the second time next time. So next time we're gonna tackle Act 2 once again. And we're gonna go to Poisson. Now that we have new information. And see if we can find out the truth of Navia's father's death. So far, very interesting part 2, but we shall continue us in the next recording. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, we are on our way. Placebro gang, Act 2 of Fontaine. Let's continue. We are going to follow up on the serial disappearances case, it seems. So let's check out on that, shall we? Last time we did this, we went into our little underground hideout. Hey Navia, what's going on?
Whoa, what a huge ship!
What the fuck?
At a place like this.
How the hell did it get all the way down here?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
The fuck?
My father was the one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
Damn, y'all were just weirdos.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest.
Damn.
It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
They said colonizing is in our blood.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past.
Paimon, don't you dare disrespect her in my again.
Such a history would live in the sewers. But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well,
she's been
convinced. Where Spina di
convinced.
Rosula began, after all. It's our main base.
Poisson.
Our home.
Poisson. I'm on my way. Skipping all the fucking, what do you call those? Water sealy thingies, majiggies. But I don't know. Hurry. Not in a few days. We gotta hurry. I mean, no rush, but feeling kind of down. Depressed today. Melus. What's up, Melus?
Melus, we're back.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
Well...
about that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You still remember, right, Melus? On that night, it was raining?
Yeah, it may have to do with dissolving the waters.
Similar to that of Mr. Linney's.
Could you tell us a bit more about what...
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson.
It's the fucking synth wave, bro.
At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Okay. Bitches got high off that, I assume.
Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes, he did.
Drug trade, baby.
Now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea. If you drink synth, and if you were to stop drinking it completely.
If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
Anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse, and called for a complete ban of it.
Probably crackheads on for him.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield.
Sounds like a real honorable man.
Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Damn, he's trying to help the community.
But the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom recognized him. My father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse.
What do you think was gonna happen? Fucking Jacques.
That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
What the hell? He killed Jacques?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious. But neither. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. Precisely.
Pieces of clothing.
It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used at the banquet. Considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Maybe the third person was to blame. This mysterious Unga Bunga disappearance of a third person.
My intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out.
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. I think this
so he was a decent guy.
Is probably the key to the full truth.
Who the fuck is this third person?
However, even though this will not please you, demoiselle, as your and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning.
Oh, Melus, the man you are.
Insidious and cruel. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace.
I love how they say that, Poisson.
To follow your father's path.
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I
not wrong about
the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end? Sin
Not her,
is
I guess.
Here.
Oh, maybe she was protected. Because Clorinde is always going to protect her.
His epithet. And Spina di Rosula
Callous.
is barely getting by. Nothing has changed.
Damn, you ripping into Pops.
Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
Melus is like, don't talk about Master like that.
I've never
your father.
accepted that.
No.
Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Good on you, Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Melus?
Oh.
Yes, I do.
Let me hear
In
it.
fact, even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between Synth and the serial disappearances case.
What the hell?
But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh, shit.
What?
You did save your life.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him that he had no more than 5 years left to live.
Yeah, we got to see where
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety. 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details.
Like you,
But
Melus?
as long as you remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public.
Damn, he exchanged it for his safety.
You, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
I see.
So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Until recently, bro, they tried to poison your ass.
I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
Shit.
So he
Nah,
chose
she got truth
to
bomb.
die in silence, so that he could protect me.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword.
Sword.
If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool. Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
You could say that now.
No. He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand him.
Poor Navia, man.
Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now?
He gave you the choice to live how you want.
I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world. But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where synth is produced.
Oh.
Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
He knew this all
When
along.
He was
Oh,
threatening
shit.
the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
I'm ready to fight the fucking enemy.
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. But a single visit to their headquarters will be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Okay, man, they tried killing us already.
We leave empty-handed.
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case.
True that.
That's true. Seems my father really had no choice.
Okay, up to us now.
Things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all. I
Butler,
live but to
the
serve
reliable
the boss
butler.
and Demoiselle's will.
Love this
I've
man.
always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
Go.
Considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets before.
Thank you for all of that, Malus. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here.
A
I
spy.
announced orders to
Silver.
the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf. I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe. If the vendors didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Damn, this dude knew everything. What the fuck? Could've just asked me earlier, we would've found that
First
freaking
is
guy.
Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Let's see.
Florent?
You think he's sussy?
Surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could. There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Uncle Marcel.
Marcel looks a little...
It's a guild in Poisson.
It's probably gonna be the third one.
Boss helped
Tends
it
to be the
grow
third
to
one.
its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now...
So, they're like a sister organization of...
Yes, you can say that. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
That's why it could be a farce, though.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man
Thierry.
responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities...
I see.
True.
These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most. It's almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please
Worldview shattered,
take
bro.
every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Of course. And thank you, Malus.
You're too kind, my lady. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death. After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. If it might help, you could also pay them a visit.
Aw, thank you so much, Malus.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to me.
hope
Let's
we
go
can
visit
work
that
together
dude,
to
Jacques. Oh, we got more. Are we gonna take them to court again? Because we got a whole list of evidence again. So bro lives here, huh? Jacques. Hey, Jacques. Tell me what you saw that day. This dingy tent.
It
Let's
is
do this.
settled then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Your
Thank you
leisure.
for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am, I mean.
Excuse
Goddamn.
me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Yeah, tell me about the husband. Shut up, bitch.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Not bother her.
I'm sorry
Leave her be.
that I only came to visit after all this time.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques? I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
Shut the
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you.
I'm sorry.
Bitch.
I appreciate
You
the
fucking hate
sentiment,
everyone
but you
because
don't
my
have to
dad died,
carry all that
bitch.
guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
So yeah, my daddy shot your daddy. Stay mad.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything.
Bro's fucking
So
Heisenberg.
when Mr. Callis came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
That's a nice fucking... What is this? Oh, never mind. That's just a little whirlpool that you can enter. That goes, okay.
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
More movie. That's what you seem like, girl.
Papa, more movie.
Before he left that
Give a shit
day,
about you.
he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Does that mean someone ordered Jacques to take out
I
Callis?
don't know that for sure.
Could be.
But you
Yeah,
could say
fuck your
that's
daddy.
the conclusion I eventually came to.
Yeah, so he was a bad
Which
man.
is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callis had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense.
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy if he did the right thing? Papa
Did he do the
always
right thing?
wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well,
Because not
things
everything
aren't
is in
always
good and
as they
bad.
seem.
Stupid
You
kid.
still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons, regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Navia always about to cry or some
Thank
shit.
you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think so? That's the first time anyone said that to me.
Your conviction reigns true, my guy. Goodbye, though.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Alright, where's that motherfucking sassy bitches?
And we should be able to find
Hello, Florent. Are you guilty or not guilty?
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House?
Yeah, I've heard. With something that
He doesn't seem too sus.
I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside. And we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case.
He's like, oh no, we don't need to do that.
Try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callis was feeling pretty upbeat that day. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callis's life was in danger. So I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there, it was already too late. Mr. Callis was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Indeed. The guard
2
said
shots,
that the
bro.
first
That's all you
shot
needed.
didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation.
It's not Florent.
Reason being, Mr. Callis had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person.
I guess that's true too.
About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a 3rd person there who was turned into water?
At least
That's
from our
the,
perspective,
current theory,
my father
bro.
had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a 3rd person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So you're saying Mr. Callis ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys? But hold on.
A 3rd dude, man.
If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us?
The practice daughter,
He didn't
man.
even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel. Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
Possible.
About that, Malus told me a thing or 2. So, I think I can understand why he committed to the duel. I'll
They
tell
tell
you
me why.
everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand.
Well,
Then
at least he's
I'll leave
understandable
Mr.
about it.
Callis's honor in your hands, boss. And if I may just say one more thing, the whole Callis the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented. Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callis, even after so many years have passed.
Nah, Florent's a real G, man. He's a real guy. He's a real guy. No, he's not. He's a fucking NPC in a fucking video game, bro.
And live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Don't
What a
worry.
man. The meat
I will
rider.
definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
Yep, it's not that guy. Imagine if it's Malus. No way. I would kill myself if it's Malus. Like, bro, leave me alone. How dare you? Nah, I don't think it's him. That'll be too fucking mean. That'll be too stupid. Get out of here. You're the one, ain't ya? I'm just kidding. Hello, Thierry.
Hey, Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia?
Oh, so you've got news
Oh.
of that already.
Oh, okay. Hey,
okay.
I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
Maybe he's a little sassy.
Callis did a fantastic job running the town. building Spina di Rosula from the ground up and clearing many obstructions in my way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy but high-paying job in the city. Anyway, enough chit-chat.
Yes. These two are my partners. What
Hello,
happened at the
sussy
opera house
Terry,
made us realize
motherfucker.
that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying to reinvestigate the details of my father's old case.
Ah, I get it.
Smooth,
You think there might be more to
jazz.
the case now that we know people can be dissolved into water, right? If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own. Why do you ask?
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city.
Yeah, you didn't see it, bro?
So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Don't get any bright ideas now.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders. Or if you try to make unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think, so I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful, or both.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Are you?
Oh, jokes aside.
Oh, he keeps laughing.
I'll be
I don't
staying in
trust
the
him.
city for a little while, so...
Okay, I guess if you trust him. Even though it kind of seemed like you didn't trust him because your eyes were not shown in that moment. But maybe she's just being a silly goose. Marcel, you bastard. Nope, I'm not fucking dealing with that bullshit.
Quit following me.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's get down there. From above. Do it up. Can I talk to Marcel, please?
How may I help you?
I'm here to see Marcel.
Sure. I will let him know right away.
Thank you. So wow, Marcel arrives in a hurry.
Navia, hello.
It must
Sorry
be
to
him.
Keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I used to be, so my legs are giving out a bit.
Oh, it's all right,
Stop
Uncle
lying.
Marcel. There's no need to stress. I
Is
just
there
wanted
when
to
you're
talk to you
suspected
briefly
in
about
this
what
case?
happened in the opera house. I'm sure you saw everything too, right?
Yes, I've
Yes.
never seen anything so strange.
Oh, you were at the opera house too?
That's right.
Really?
I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who
Did
knew
you?
it would
I
turn
didn't see your
into
ass.
a whole murder mystery? I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite
Oh,
impressive.
thanks.
To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can
Yeah, she
already
was
imagine
hilarious.
everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Yeah, embarrass the shit out of her.
Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Too late now, Paimon.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation. Everyone loves drama and theatrics.
Swear to
Uncle
God, man.
Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly.
Yes.
I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea.
If not
Shit
for the
was
vigilance
crazy,
of
man.
my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you right now.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't
No,
it
don't
you
lie.
who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain a safe haven for you.
Poisson.
If you're scared, if anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabrières will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle
Damn.
Marcel.
You're a real honorable
But
man,
I
huh?
don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The
No, he's
confrérie
immediately
was
sussy.
responsible for that banquet, so I was out and about the whole time, making sure things were running smoothly. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Oh,
A
it's
gunshot?
okay. No need to push yourself.
No
We'll
gunshots.
ask around some more. See if
Bro.
there are...
Sounds good. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support.
It's him. He's
I'll
the fucking
spend
wealthy
however much
guy.
it takes to clear his name.
No, it's Marcel, because one, he's rich. He can easily get those private unit mechs. And bro just mentioned one gunshot. Alright, lock you up, bro. It's over. It's fucking over. Don't trust this guy. Alright, let's go. Yeah, climb up there, you want
all
dark.
3 suspects.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
Really? Okay, I guess I'm just being fucking sussy.
Even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
What'd you say? I suppose that's to be expected. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father would have had done needed the next blah blah blah. But my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years.
But where should we start?
Jacques motif.
Right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Sounds like it. If it was Jacques, if I was Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
And why is that?
Couldn't he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? Couldn't he have guaranteed his family safety? Sure. Family. He was an honorable man, I bet,
Jacques
allegedly.
probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Guys.
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the order and seek protection from my father.
He's a third person who's the one who derailed everything.
Makes sense. But without evidence, that's still just a theory. Besides,
I mean, how can we get any evidence?
The Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
True that.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd follow this lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the 3 suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him. And they worked together on a large number of projects. Maybe that's how he got to know Jacques. And with funds from the confrérie, he could also afford a large number of Gardamex. It's still really hard for me to imagine, though. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Yeah, you mean... Yeah, really? It was someone else? Maybe I'm being stupid. Alright, I guess I'm an idiot. Must have been Thierry, I guess.
You say?
He was a little sus.
Huh.
His laughter.
It is possible that he's figured out a way to convert the Gardamex for personal use. But I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory. If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
Alright, I guess it was motherfucking Florent.
Florent?
Florent.
It is true that he was closest to my father, and thus had the best chance of learning about his dealings with Jacques. But as Spina di Rosula's advisor...
Alright, it's fucking...
Too broke to afford a mecha army?
Yeah, bro, for sure.
Exactly. He can't.
Then it's fucking Marus or Silver, because Silver did not show up yet. Malus or Silver? I believe, personally, it was this dude.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
He is, dude.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these 3, did he?
True.
Malus has always been very reliable. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight.
Oh god, swear to god, it's motherfucking... What's his face?
Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes.
Synth production base.
Malus
Yep,
did
we
say
gotta
that
head there.
charging. We need far more solid proof before.
Navia, here you are.
Terry,
Oh, I've been looking for you.
we were just gonna accuse you, bro.
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Oh shit.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a
Oh,
Fatui
what the
harbinger
fuck?
called Tartaglia.
Child,
What?
we gotta defend him
Is
now?
that someone you know?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
We know him. Maybe even a little too well.
Uh-oh.
He's been accused of being the true culprit behind
No
the
way,
serial
it's not
disappearances
Child, bro.
case.
Not that guy.
It's absurd, don't you think?
It's another case of them wanting to pin it on a fucking Fatui harbinger.
How? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
That's
Oh.
what I thought was strange about it, so I came to tell you the news right away.
Well, thanks for telling
If
us,
the
man.
charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Oh, that's what they want to do, is to get their eyes off of the usual suspects, and then get to let them use their resources and push it to somewhere else.
Right.
I don't know what the fuck I'm
Because
saying,
they'll
bro.
think they've already found the culprit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
It'll
said.
be a lot harder than to clear Mr. Callus's name.
God damn, this is getting
I
sussy.
understand.
This is getting fucking ridiculous.
Well, partner, what do you think we should do?
Kinda gotta
Split up?
check
What
out
do
on
you
our
mean?
dude, bro. I'm confident in my combat abilities. You can go to Irenaeus while I investigate that place.
Just as it, since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Irenaeus. Leaving, you're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit.
Then fucking Theory's like, what the fuck, Marcel? Is the true culprit? What the fuck are we talking
I won't
about?
have any
I
chance
guess
of
he's
making
never gonna
that
question
charge
it.
stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Sounds good.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
But it's Silver. This guy hasn't said a single
I'm
thing
ready.
yet.
Ah,
All right, then.
Hello, Silver.
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured that
Poisson.
you might... It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your...
Thank you so much. Then, see you then.
Bye. Alright, on to Irenaeus we go.
Now that
Look for
Navia
more
is set out
clues.
for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head. According
Entrance.
to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater.
Shit.
Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Oh, hey. What do you know? A waypoint. Under the sea. Under the sea. The entrance is here? Oh, it is here. Wait, let me get that. Yeah, I got it.
Finally found it. Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth production base. Ah, you're
Go in.
right. Navia's probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Bro, we just left. I guess she's already fucking going crazy with it. You see that boy child accused of being a serial killer.
It
A
would
serial
appear that I
kidnapper.
must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
This is fucking hilarious. Like, best crossover of all time.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
This guy did not belong here.
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of.
This dude's so funny,
However,
bro.
I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name.
Of course he's gonna
Is
choose
that
the duel, bro.
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can
Oh
have
my
an
God.
all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorinde, right?
I thought you already
I've
fought her,
got to
bro.
admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time,
Oh.
she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Yeah, call her out.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon
Yeah.
wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House.
Talk your
Then
shit,
why
man.
don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Yeah, just challenge all the fucking gods, dude.
No. That's not what I meant.
No, don't be scared. You're literally the Hydro Archon, bro. Well, he is like one of your people with a vision, bro.
Alas,
You gave him
it
the
would
vision,
appear
bro.
that communication with the defendant is going poorly. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
Navia comes bursting in to yell in the courthouse once again.
Huh? What's going on?
Let's go.
Why is she interjecting again?
Get the fuck. Why are you even here, bro?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Damn.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Talk your shit, girl.
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Marcel,
and if
bro.
my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default. Correct?
Let's go, Navia.
A young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer.
Shit,
So,
this is
Your
more
Honor,
entertaining.
Is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
So, alright, let's have a seat. Bro, Fontaine is
Now
so
then,
fucking
Miss
weird.
Navia,
How did they ever solve any
Who is
crimes?
the person you would like to charge instead?
That person
Marcel,
is...
baby. It's gotta be him.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
Huh? What confrérie?
I've heard of them,
God, then
but
shut up.
weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
That's how they know.
Is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Shut the
Please
sit
let
down,
me remind
bitch.
you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation.
Yes.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid.
Yes,
Miss
charge
Navia
me.
and attorneys, please take your places on the court. Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
This is like the opposite of Act 1. And this time we're gonna pop in with the evidence. Marcel's like, what the fuck? I just talked to you. Fucking defended your
Mr.
ass.
Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Bad move.
Apologies, sir. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like
Oh,
to take
shit, here we
everyone
go.
back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating what really happened in that case can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
It's gonna go crazy, man.
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father?
At least some sort of responsibility.
Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun.
You know, this one right here, he's deflecting. Come on, why would I do that, bro?
If that's enough to
No
make
one
me a
asked you that.
suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly.
Alright, let's do a
correct, Your Honor.
refresh.
I must refresh
Take your
everyone's
time. I'm
memory
still
about
finding
that
evidence.
case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Let's do this. Neuvillette and Navia. Okay, here we go.
On the day of the murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
Papa Navia.
Calus
Looks a
was
lot like
defeated
her.
by champion duelist Clorinde in the ensuing duel.
Alright, that's the big
These
picture
are the
so
known
far.
facts about the case.
3 years ago, bro. 3 years? I think it was 3 years.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor.
I agree.
Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Indeed. Let's take a look at this. Alright. But where do we go? 2 gunshots. He did not have a motive to kill, bro. Yes, this is it. God damn it.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Calus when he set out for the banquet. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin.
That is true. Jacques decided to give up his... Oh, that's Jacques. He's a young man. Looks like a Armin Arler, bro. What the fuck? When the guests arrived, they found him holding a gun. Did not bring a gun with him. A third person on the scene. He did not carry a gun with him. Shit, this Ace Attorney had already be put onto the stake, bro. Yes.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene. And that they were turned into water after committing the murder.
Oh, I didn't see that last part. Okay, this is true. Yes.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Calus, only for Calus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
This is our answer.
Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Calus was responsible for Jacques' murder.
Just alright to me. R.I.P. Armin Arlet, the Calus man.
So that's what happened.
Girl believes anything.
Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
She kind of looked like Emily, bro. The fucking new character that looks like an NPC.
What a great theory. It also explains Calus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
But why wouldn't you accuse me?
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion,
Hey,
we
Furina.
primarily need to determine 2 things.
And that is?
1, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
And then?
I'm afraid not. At least not
Oh boy,
at this very moment.
don't say that yet. So give it some time.
If you don't have any evidence, you should just go home.
Shut up,
I may
audience
not have
member.
the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time,
Then
we should be able to find a match.
maybe it was fucking
Considering the serial
Vacher, bro.
disappearances case, the guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Furina's acting a little differently today?
Yeah, just kind of our side this time.
Of embarrassing herself again?
True.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Well, that's
My
good.
second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Calus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
Because he wanted to protect me, bro.
And the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
What?
Yes, you didn't know that, did you?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
Big words, man.
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
Indeed,
That's
it
right.
is true.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clorinde.
Come on, Clorinde. Yep, don't look away.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake.
Just say the truth,
But
man.
since he entrusted his will to you, Clorinde, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So...
Goddamn right.
During the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending to die?
Woo.
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives.
Murder.
In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Well, she knew.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases
are
are
hopeless,
connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene.
Yeah, wasn't Marcel watching that shit?
Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
Alright, no flattery, no, bro.
No need to appeal to pathos.
So I'm okay.
I
Now
won't
Silver's
try
a
to
real
refute
one.
your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson. Do you
Well,
know
he's gotta
what
be
the
a learning
biggest flaw in
experience,
your
bro.
reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again.
Bro's turning so malicious, bro.
From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
Loose, bro. What the hell?
No, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances? You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
He's talking too much, bro. He's being way too defensive, being like, "Oh, check this, check that." Like, bro, you already cleared yourself, in a sense.
Could those
but
records and
seem a little
do something
weird
to appease the unspeakable anguish in your heart?
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be
order
more
in the fucking court,
considerate of
man.
his feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me. The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, many people's images are flashing before my eyes. And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher?
Oh, Vacher. Oh, he knows about Vacher. He is Vacher, bro.
Oh, so you do know that name.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Oh my god, sure.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Yeah, let me tell you why I know you're directed to you're fucking related to Vacher, bro. Wait, did I say that he could have been Vacher? I don't know. I'm just saying that I knew it too. Hehehe. A dungeon. How could Vacher do this, bro? Why is my Wi-Fi so ass, bro?
The floor is going up.
Oh no. No.
Is it because of this
No.
mechanism in the middle?
Yes, I did it. Ooh. Marcel, I swear to God. See why I can't stream, bro? My internet is shitty as hell.
Paimon thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
How the fuck do I even control this shit underwater, bro? Peak gameplay, peak gameplay. This is what you came for, everybody. Ooh, the mechanism is rising. Let's see what we can do. Up, up, and away, web. Take me there, man.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
Thank you, Papa.
But this is still
not
a
know
ways
that.
away.
Swarm Fury. Swarm of Fury. I feel like Yelan would match in fucking Fontaine. Kinda gives me Clorinde vibes, or more like Clorinde gives me Yelan vibes. I mean, she's the one who has to convict people and shit, right? So...
You dare to gaze upon me?
Wait, what the fuck you say like that, bro? Hurry, rise, rise, fellas, rise. Rise. Okay, soul leveling, okay.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
Hurry, let's go, hurry. What a fucking crazy ass facility, dude. Someone with a lot of fucking money had to have this kind of... Oh, 2 guards are there. That looks like a boss fight to me. Oh, this is still the party. Alright, we're running with this party. Hello, guard mix. I've seen footage for Natlan, and the exploration seems a lot better than what it currently is. A lot of me wants to say that it's because of the influence of Withering Waves and how good the exploration is in there. But like the things you can do with like Mualani and stuff, and I think that other character, the green-haired guy, he can use his thing to grapple ahead of you, like they do in Wuwa, and I think that's pretty neat. Finally, the exploration is gonna get better.
It's the innermost sanctum.
Alright, what are we gonna find here? A lot of treasure chests.
Mastermind isn't here.
He's being charged with Navia. Evidence, evidence. First.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water.
Must be water from the primordial sea.
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that if you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human.
Shit is crazy,
Paimon will
bro.
take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Yes, let's take a couple next. Base.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's eyes. Callus. Navia's father.
Shit, why would he be here?
This seems to be an investigation report on him.
Not him, though. Why would what a fucking report of him be here?
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of a lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it.
Oh, so this is the third person they're talking about.
The existence of the third person, right?
Damn, we were kind of right on the fucking money.
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand. He can act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
And there it is. That's how they decided to assassinate him, bro.
Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia. Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
How can we deliver all this fucking... Look how much evidence there is. Plan this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
Damn. They really were trying to fucking murder his ass. What about here? Treasure chest.
What's all this? Ah, it's a bunch of really cute things.
Maybe Navia's thing?
Accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box.
There's a name too.
Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
Ooh, that's creepy. Probably belong to the victims. It's just like a true crime investigation.
You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
Seems like it.
They were turned into water.
Shit's crazy, man. Why would they kill all them?
These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
That's morbid. 2 more things to investigate.
Whoa. There's so much synth here. And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Ready to drink. Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled.
Damn. Perfect evidence.
There's even fruit-flavored synth?
Oh, yummy. Well, that's definitely proof of where they this is where they produce the sin.
It's super obvious.
That's synth. That's the potion they was talking about. Lastly, whose study is this? Marcel?
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea.
Oh.
Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Damn, they all fucking die. Calm down, Paimon.
Traveler, Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before.
I mean, it's a true crime investigation. It's a little scary.
Terrible in such a matter-of-fact tone. You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Oh shit, here we go. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vigneirre, who was dissolved. Oh, so Vigneirre is the female water spirit. And Vacher is the leader. Oh, Vacher is the one who tried to he's trying to use the water of the primordial sea to save his lover. So maybe he showed her all the things he was trying to do to save her. I don't fucking know. So he kidnapped a bunch of women for love. You know, he was a good guy, allegedly.
That's why he did all of these experiments. Wait,
I know a person who is missing their lover.
able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane!
There's another name here. Vacher.
Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Don't seem like it. He's the researcher.
You mean Vacher is the one who did all of these... experiments?
Bro, it's crazy. The voice I probably heard from the fountain is Vigneirre.
That's it! Vacher was no victim, but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either!
No, why would he want to kill her?
If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
There must be more to this.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Shit. What have we gotten ourselves into?
We've looked at almost everything.
Maybe it turns them into
It
Oceanids.
seems like our theories were spot on, but...
Who the hell is Vacher?
Yeah, we haven't found anything that reveals his true identity. No wonder
Marcel, bro.
Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit.
Vacher was probably his name before he changed it to Marcel. Let's look again.
Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
That's kind of an asshole. More than an asshole. He's a fucking serial murderer, but okay. Look for clues related to Vacher. A lot more clues to go for.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully.
Okay. What we got after some time.
Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Paimon, I found it.
Let Paimon see.
What the fuck is this?
Vigneirre. Isn't that Vacher's lover's name?
Indeed it is. I'm gonna talk to the water spirit again.
You found her diary.
Oh shit.
Aww. It's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names.
I can definitely read that. That says Navia.
So many! A whole page's worth! But they're all crossed out.
Unless these are all the victims.
The final name she decided on was...
Synth. No, I don't know what the fuck it is. Interesting.
Marcel!
Oh. Marcel is his dad.
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vacher and Vigneirre's grown son?
Let's go, Paimon. I figured out the case.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
I'm just so fucking excited to get it over with, bro. Back to the opera.
And whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vacher? Oh, so you do know that name?
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Because in fact... Damn, so loud.
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
Indeed we have. Let's put this man to fucking... You say you've never heard of Vacher. But... Where the fuck's the diary? Where the fuck's the diary? There it is.
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vacher.
Yeah, speak your truth, Placebro.
And I'm talking, so you know it's serious.
Huh?
Yeah, that's you.
Investigated your lair, and we already know everything. After your lover, Vigneirre, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity, and destroyed all records of your past as Vacher.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far. And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
Yeah, we could prove it without a doubt before we even tell you.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong?
No.
You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away,
instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
So true.
You never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Let's go, Solo.
Your determination.
I'm waiting for the breakdown.
Mr.
Let me
Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next stage.
Oh, let's see it. Let me hear it.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Oh my god, that's admission of guilt right there, bro. He already said he did it.
Pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain?
Oh my
Ever
god.
known how it feels to watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes?
That's why I'm gonna dissolve everybody else.
No one
for the
helped
fucking hell of
me.
it.
No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me. They said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vigneire's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all.
Bro, these people are random people or whatever.
Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever. You only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people.
Okay, he's not wrong about that.
Vigneirre is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow. But I'm not from this blasted place. So I can't be dissolved. No matter what I do.
Damn. Oh, he about to kill himself? Yeah, he about to drink it? Oh, he just carried that on his person, bro?
Is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
Damn, they don't do fucking security check when they walk in here?
I can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Can't dissolve! Do you all see? I can't go! I can't follow! So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back?
How the hell is killing girls gonna do that, bro?
And in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me. I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the very end.
Bah.
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please restrain him.
Should have restrained him the moment he took that ball out, bro.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me. I still need to save Vigneirre. I promise. We made a promise. Vigneirre. Vigneirre.
Wait, take a walk outside, bro. I'll take you to the fountain.
Please, Vigneirre. Don't think badly of me. All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
True that.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Yeah, good
Traveler,
entertainment, bro.
Please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
Sure thing, man.
The man now known as Marcel was originally named Vacher, and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vigneirre.
Ah, the NPC life.
During an underwater expedition, Vigneirre accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea, and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result.
No!
Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others, and began to kidnap young women for research, with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vigneirre back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel, and began to operate a business in Poisson.
Poisson?
During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rosula. After exchanging blows with Spina di Rosula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet.
Oh boy.
Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene.
He knew all about the fucking water,
And
that's
just
why.
recently, Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method.
Fucking
However, his
Vacher, bro.
attempt to frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court.
Let's go.
Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Damn, bro, all it took was one fucking traveler to figure out everything. Fontaine. That's a weak ass applause, bro.
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
He's probably gonna kill himself or some bullshit. Let's go, Astral Express. I'm waiting for the fucking verdict. Not guilty. Nah, it's okay. Guilty as all hell. Who we
According
charging?
to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr.
thing.
Vacher is guilty.
Dead.
Guards! Take Vacher away.
I feel like you did something, Verena. For Rena, sorry. Not the girl
Good.
from Wuwa.
It's what he deserves.
Yay!
That, the serial disappearances case is over now.
Kinda easy,
We
though.
really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
We have Navia bring the bad guy to justice! He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves! Huh? Are you okay?
Navia. It's not fully
Mademoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
true.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Is that the extent of it?
Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner. See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's
Si,
still
Papa.
doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served,
Fucking
past
Chad.
wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending. Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide.
Lamau.
Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh no.
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh my god, then Child's gonna be guilty of
Is
some
this
shit.
really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please
True that.
respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this
Alright.
sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
It's not over yet, bro's gonna be guilty of
Through
some
evidence
bullshit.
presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique
Oh god,
d'Analyse
here it
Cardinal
comes.
to render the final verdict on the charges.
Bro's about to be guilty as all hell. For what reason? I don't know.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, Mr. Tartaglia is guilty.
What? Bro is frozen, bro. Oh my god, Child, what the fuck did you do, man? What did you fucking do?
What?
Bro is frozen.
Hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent?
Oh
What's
my
with
god.
this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
Oh my god, Child about to be convicted of murder.
Innocent Fatui Harbinger?
Oh my god, stop
Do you think
profiling
the
him.
Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
Oratrice is fucking racist?
Weren't
No,
the charges
it's
about
not his
the
race, but
serial
you know what the fuck I mean.
disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
What is going
The
on here?
judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by
Oh
law,
my god, this
the
fucking
final
stupid.
verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
All hail the fucking Oratrice. Like, why the fuck do we even hold a trial if we just let the Oratrice do the fucking thinking, bro? It's all theatrics. This is stupid, bro.
Guards,
I'll save you, Child.
Please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Use your head, Neuvillette, bro. Come on. Alright. Is Child the real fucking villain? Oh my god. Oh yeah. Oh, Child versus everybody.
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine.
Oh my god.
What
Fucking
a
joke.
joke.
This is a joke, bro. I agree. Fucking get this
You've
bastard
got
out of
your
here.
rules.
Oh, let's go, Child.
Well, I've got mine too.
Okay, this is sick. Come on, man. Fucking show it to him. Woo! Bro, piece of fucking cake, dude. Oh, the music's popping off. Child, the anti-hero? Fuck. Woo! Oh my god, more? Oh god. Go into your fucking final form, bro. Brand is like, what the fuck? I've never seen this bullshit in my life. Woo! We gotta put him down again. Bruh. Oh my god. Neuvillette smoked his ass. Oh shit. Child learned his place. He said down.
I'm sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court must be upheld.
Damn, Neuvillette. Fucking solo doloed his ass. With one scratch on his face, that's all it took. Bruh. He didn't give a shit about no fucking Child, bro. He was cooking, but...
Hey, Monsieur Neuvillette, what's going on? Shouldn't they have been cleared already?
Damn, poor Child. Thought he was gonna show off, but... Can you imagine we used to, like... Child used to be the final boss of the game in, like, 1.1. And then bro just got one tap. That's crazy.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court.
That's crazy.
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Alright, Miss Archon.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know what happened there either.
What does Lady Furina mean by that?
She's like, alright, she's not knowing goddess. Okay, it's time to leave.
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible.
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not?
No, at least they're questioning now.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
Or other.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Everybody in this country is
However,
stupid.
given the state of things, I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance.
Lovely.
Of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning. If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence.
Gaslighting queen.
Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, all shall be revealed in time. Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
Yeah.
So you're saying we shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Way to pull the rug out from
However,
under her.
please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Yeah, please do. We can't have false charges.
Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
No, and Child's pretty hilarious. No, but what about Tootsie, bro? What about his little brother? He just wants to go fucking fishing with him.
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette! That power you showed when you took him down. Who are you really?
The Hydro Dragon.
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack the strength and capability to enforce it, then it makes a mockery of justice.
Yeah, I agree with that. These people are like, oh, what the fuck just happened? Monsieur Neuvillette is actually fucking amazing. He should fucking kill everybody. All the bad people in the world, yeah. Get rid of them, Monsieur Neuvillette. Okay, what's going on here? Who the hell is this? Oh, it's the two people.
Doing? Quick, stop him!
Me? What the fuck did I do?
Hey, traveler!
Why the fuck would I want to talk to you, Vacher?
What are you doing over here?
Stop resisting arrest! Cease, or we'll add another charge to the list.
No, wait! I just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Oh my god, bro. What? How did you know about my lover?
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name Vacher?
Yeah, come outside, dude.
I erased all records of that name.
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
I met her, bro.
You did? You're sure? You met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it?
The Fountain of Lucine, bro.
Then she's been so close to me all along. And I just never...
Yeah, bro, you should just chilled at the fountain, bro. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me afterwards. I don't care.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like that?
Bro's not wrong.
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual needs?
Yeah, he's not a human, that's why he's fucking... He's a fucking something else.
Very well.
Your Honor, I fear that...
I will go with him. You do not need to worry about any escape.
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hands, Chief.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh boy. The quest is currently involved in the what? Alright, whatever. Let's take him there. Yes, Vacher. Maybe he'll kill himself after. But oh, finally. Finally, I met my love again. I didn't need to kill all those women. 20 plus women? Yeah, I know. That's fine. Here we are. Ooh, yay. So why could I not fucking take him to the... I need to take him to the fucking fountain, bro. Come on now. The quest is currently involved in other. Please check the details. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? Oh, what the fuck is this? What fucking quest, man? Oh my god, I have to get rid of this fucking quest first. This is so stupid. Have they not gotten a function yet where you can like discard the other quests? Alright, off to do this bullshit real fast. Alright, we are back. Now I can finally use the fountain. As to why I had to go all the way to start Charlotte's quest to do that, don't ask me. Anyway, Marcel, you motherfucking serial killer. I don't even know if you'll be able to talk to her. He's not from Fontaine, nor does he have a sensitivity to Hydro.
You said she's here, but what do I need to do to see her?
Back then I drank water from the primordial sea and it heightened my sensitivity to the Hydro element.
And even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing.
Vacher.
He said, oh my god! It's her!
Yes, that's it! So you heard it too!
He did drink that shit when he was in the courtroom.
Vigneirre, it's me! It's me, Vacher!
Vacher? Vacher?
I'm here! I'm here! Where are you, Vigneirre? I'm coming for you. I'm finally here for you.
Hey, wait! Be careful! Hey, wait!
Uh-oh. Did he get transported too?
Vigneirre, is that you?
Oh shit.
It's me, Vacher! Vigneirre!
Vacher? Why did you come?
Oh boy.
Didn't I say? You don't need to look for me. You look a lot older than I remember. How long has it been?
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered for over 20 years since the day you left.
Bro made other people suffer longer than that, well, whatever.
Only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings like this? Vigneirre, you are my everything. I really don't know how I could live without you.
But
Oh my god.
if you ask me, this world would be better off without you.
Tell her. Tell him, bro.
What are you saying?
Maybe he just needs to experience heartbreak again. Straight from the source, tell him how he's a bad man. And then now he can rot in prison.
If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheeks. It's all because of your selfishness, Vacher.
God damn.
It's all because of you.
You... Wait, you are not Vigneirre. Who are you?
You're right. I am not Vigneirre.
Oh shit.
I am the sacrifices.
He's like, yeah, that should never happen. Yep, this is all the fucking words of your victims, bro.
Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea.
I like this. He gets to hear how exactly they thought of him as they died.
Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one, just as streams of water come together in the sea. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine.
All of them, bro.
The only one I am not is Vigneirre.
Why? But then, where is Vigneirre?
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you.
Damn, see what you fucking did, dude.
This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again that you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she would despise you for what you became?
Tell him how it is, man. Alright, face all your regret now.
A liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist.
Yup.
The only thing you are not is Vigneire's beloved.
He's gonna go crazy now.
The first victim died, and her consciousness merged with Vigneire's. She has had nothing but pure hatred for you.
Looks like I didn't meet Vigneirre back then either. Just wanted to lure her back here. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Vigneirre! She can't hate me. Let me see her, please. Have mercy.
Alright, that's enough.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vigneirre. She really doesn't want to see you anymore. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop of pity for you. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you.
Look what the fuck he did, bro. Hey, motherfucker deserved it. I'm not gonna lie.
Vacher! 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 Drown.
Oh, dead. Goodbye. Guards find the culprit and he has lost his soul. The final report from the vision says he died. Bro is dead. Yeah, I mean, they got their fucking revenge. Deserved. Moving on. That was good though. All's well that ends well.
Finally, we have some time to do
Now we can do some shopping.
Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Shopping can be stressful, I'm not gonna lie.
Well met, partner. I knew something great was going to happen when I woke up in such a good mood today.
Even this weather can't put a damper on the demoiselle's mood.
It's raining now because that motherfucker died.
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Hello, Silver.
Hey, Navia!
Oh, now that I believe.
The bacon.
Sounds like you're really enjoying life Mrs. Navia?
It's just been one thing after the other. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. This time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court, all attended.
Let's go.
So his name's definitely been cleared now.
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle all along.
Awesome.
That blasted stubborn fool. Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left the memorial service.
Oh?
Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew she would be there, and there was no way she'd just let me go.
Huh? So you know Charlotte too?
Yeah.
Everybody knows
Way
everybody,
back
man.
When I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness, Secret Tales of the Yellow Rose. To be fair,
She's
though,
a novelist for sure, dude.
it was a really flattering feature. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on the serial disappearances case.
Oh yeah, she told us about that.
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence, that you both sound really cool.
That's what I like to hear.
Now that's another thing to look forward to.
Oh, and in other news, I also took Clorinde out for a meal.
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vacher's headquarters, Clorinde gave testimony on my father's behalf. It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time, so we took the chance to reconcile with each other.
Yeah, that's good.
Great. Paimon also thought Clorinde wasn't actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
Oh, visit Papa's grave?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave.
I knew it.
And on top of that, just how much people still look up to him, to this day. That includes me, too.
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
Let's do this. Can I come too?
We want to go too.
Sure thing. I'd like you two to share the moment with me.
And in that case, everyone, let's be off.
Yeah, you're right.
Non-stop for a few days, bro. Wash away the sins, my guy. Gotta wash away the goddamn sins. Not looking too hot for Fontaine.
This is where my father's grave is.
Huh? There's someone there already.
Ooh.
Wait. That figure. It can't be.
Fuck is that? Vacher? Nah, bro's dead.
Neuvillette?
Neuvillette? What the fuck are you doing here?
Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
Hello. Things are awkward, bro.
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respects.
Just go.
Don't
Just pay respect.
say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say there's no need for you to apologize. I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over and over.
In that case, I will stop apologizing for now.
Good man.
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotions, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Bro's not
In
human.
any case, why did you come to Poisson?
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. Oh, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued survival.
Bro had his own character development in his head.
But Mr. Callis proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained unsolved to this day.
True.
Mr. Callis made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and for many people completely unrelated to him. And in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all for the sake of justice. A justice that's higher than life itself. So, you asked me why I came here.
Sounds like he's about to cry, but
I
he's
just
getting
wanted to
emotions.
say my apologies to Mr. Callis in person. I should have noticed all of this much sooner. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days.
Damn,
That
you can
high
feel
and mighty
emotions for
chair
sure.
in the opera epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for your hard work and perseverance.
I'm sorry for being mad at you before. So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on the inside, huh? That reminds me of Silver, one of my guys.
Sorry about that. Self-expression is not one of my strong suits.
Bro needs some help.
Didn't I just say you don't need to apologize?
Ah, so Navia and Neuvillette seem to have made their peace as well. Let's not disturb them for now. We can...
Hello, Callis. I did my duty. Yeah, that is safe now. Okay, bro, in the background.
Never paid respects at someone's grave before. Did Paimon do anything rude there?
Yeah, why the fuck were you flying, bro? You should have just gone on your knees or some shit.
Paimon didn't know that was a thing. Oh no. Paimon,
Alright, relax.
Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we can catch him alone like this, so why don't we go talk to him for a bit?
Yeah, because Furina doesn't want to talk to my ass. Hey, bro, can you tell me about my sister?
Oh, it's you two.
Shot looks real nice.
Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
Mm-hmm. We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we...
I see, I see.
And it finally stopped raining.
Then is there something that I can help you with?
Well, it's pretty hard to run into you like this since...
Please feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return the favor.
Thank you, sir. Okay, tell me all about this bullshit. Talk about my sibling first.
Your sibling? Another blonde-haired traveler.
Alright.
If she ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure she followed our laws to the letter. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me
no,
about?
I'm done then. Nah. Tell me about water from the primordial sea.
At court, the bad guys referred to that special water as water from the primordial sea, but...
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after extensive research. There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that of the sea we know today. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured much of the life on this planet.
The primordial sea.
Huh. So it really was where everything began. It makes sense to call it primordial then.
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists on the planet's surface.
Now how the fuck
Vacher
did he get that
discovered
shit?
Must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Well, how come only Fontaine people can dissolve from it?
Oh, you really know everything, Monsieur Neuvillette.
That's what I'm saying.
If that's the case, then why would people, at least people from Fontaine, dissolve in that kind of water?
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life, suddenly reverse itself and devour life instead?
Because people are of sin.
To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown secrets around the people of this land. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
It's not now knowing at all. We're gonna ask about the prophecy.
That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved in water, leaving Furina crying alone on her throne, but the sins of the people will be finally washed away for good.
Right.
Does that appropriately summarize the version you've heard?
That's
Yeah.
right! It was Linny that told us back then.
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
Former, huh?
Prophecy? Of the former Hydro Archon?
Two parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further signs.
Furina, stay away from your throne. We gotta fucking destroy that
Speaking
throne.
of the prophecy, Furina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for this purpose. If the rumors were true, And perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Furina by her predecessor.
She's like, fuck, I don't want to deal with this bullshit.
But with Furina being the way she is, can we really trust her to solve it?
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
Lastly, what's going on with Child?
My apologies. My investigation has still not reached its conclusion. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But you also said you thought he was innocent.
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it.
Some weird abstract way of putting it.
Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits. Which is all to say, I've been prepared for a situation like this for a long time.
So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice from the room where the Oratrice's core is stored...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that to the list of items to investigate. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. Based on Furina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her way through it, though, with her time-tested twin tricks of bravado and drama.
Tired of her
While
ass.
we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide his time in the fortress of Meripede. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Probably wants to fight you more than Clorinde.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask me about?
That's it, my guy. Thank you.
Very well. It was my honor to provide you with what answers I could. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memonia.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well. This is merely the nature of a justice's work.
I see why people think he would be the Hydro Archon. It would match. We kind of need more male Archon representation. Just my take.
All right. You've got a point. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
It's been like 10 minutes, my guy. Whoa, Act 2 complete! Let's do this.
You know, we've been walking around for a while now. Why don't we go back to the Spina di Rosula base in the court of Fontaine and have a rest? Navia said something about having a place ready for us there, didn't she? Come on, let's go!
Whew, so that was all for Fontaine Act 2. First of all, I want to apologize for my lack of energy in this part. I don't know why. I just got so tired in this second recording. But all in all, Act 2 was pretty good. I want to say it wasn't as good as part 1 in my opinion, because I feel like we didn't really get to do much. Part 1 we had more of the trial, and it was more like, it felt more interpersonal because we got to defend Lenny, who we had a connection to because he was the first person we knew from Fontaine, or the first one we made a connection with. Not counting Charlotte. I don't really care about Charlotte. But like, there's more intrigue and shit. And we learned more about the cool mechanics of this. But, you know, part 2 acts to conclude Navia's storyline with her dad, and also to conclude the serial disappearing murder cases. Did I call that he was Vacher? I may have. I can't quite remember. I like that the Oceanids got to get their revenge on that motherfucker. I'm like, bro, that's what you deserve. I thought I was gonna be like, oh well, I can't believe that he'll allow him to, that Neuvillette will allow him to get his final wish. But I guess too that was also trying to further his development as well. If anything, the funniest part of this case was that everything with Child, like, bro, how the fuck did he get falsely convicted, dude? And then he ended up being guilty somehow. So I'm interested to see where that goes and why the Oratrice decided to convict him. Furina, she's still, she's not, she's a fraud right now. She's Fraudrina, bro. Legit. Who else? Navia, I'm glad her storyline concluded and it was a good ending for her. Now we got to clear her dad's name. That's cool. Who else? Clorinde. Okay, we got her to soften up a bit. Okay, the cutscene with her clearing out all those mecha guards, that shit was cool as hell. Like, bro, these mech guards serve to be fucking fodder for cool cutscenes. as we saw with Child. Also, Neuvillette fucking popped Child's ass. That's hilarious. My MVP of this Act 1 was fucking, I want to say Neuvillette, because I don't know, he's definitely developing more further as a character, and we got to see just a hint of his power. I can't wait to see more of what comes out of his character and what exactly he is. Definitely not a human. Maybe he's like some remnant of the previous Archon or some shit. I don't know if it's my theory. No grounds for this theory, but you know, yeah, Act 2 was pretty good. So far, Fontaine is going well. I'm glad we got that serial disappearance murder case out the way. And now I want to get into the meat of the prophecy, the rising sea levels, this country about to fall from grace, about to sink, and then maybe Furina can turn around and prove me wrong about a character. Because so far, it's not very enjoyable. Let me know what you guys thought about Act 2 of this game. Let me know what you guys thought about Act 2 of Fontaine, I mean. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, we're marathoning Fontaine so we can get to Natlan. If you want to see more coverage, let me know in the comments, and leave a like if you enjoyed the video and this series. It really shows your support and making me want to continue this. And subscribe if you want to see more Genshin and other gacha game content. Not just gacha games too, I play other games too. More to come soon. Anyways, take care of yourselves, and until next time, shoot.
Every day, every time, when I make some coffee, here comes my little baby. His name is on me.